was the most beautiful feeling ever. Like I could sit there for even almost an hour. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another episode of Motherhood Mondays, guys. And today's topic, we're just gonna be talking about how I was able to heal from, how do I call it, the vaginal tear. I did not tear, but the cut and the stitches I got after delivery. So if you have not watched my labor and delivery story, please go back to the first video of this channel and get to watch it and hear my experience. But I'm just gonna be able to touch on it a little bit so that you can understand how we're moving on and how we were able to heal from it. So guys, when I went into the delivery room, right, of course I was fully dilated by the time I got to the hospital, so it was just to break my water, and when the contractions come, I just push to get the baby out. So after they broke my water, I was told to push. So as I was pushing, I hear this nurse, I hear, you know the sound the scissors makes when it cuts a paper, like ksh, ksh. That's what I heard down there when the nurse was cutting me. I just heard that sound, ksh. And I was like, are you cutting me? She was like, yes, we're just sorry. She was like, yes, we're just increasing the passage for the baby to pass. So most people, when they're pushing, they get to tear and they tear vertically. But for me, I did not tear, but they cut me horizontally like this. You get it? Yeah, they cut me horizontally. So honestly, I felt her cutting, but the pain from the contractions was far much worse from that pain of her cutting me, because really I did not feel, like my head was more focused on the contractions rather than the pain of me being cut by scissors. So she cut me, but honestly up to this day I keep feeling as if I would have just pushed the baby out without tearing or being cut. But I did know best, you know. So after she cut me, I pushed the baby came out. After that, the baby came out, they cleaned me up, removed the placenta, they cleaned me up. Now it was time to stitch me. So they have to stitch after the blood flow has kind of like reduced. So they cleaned me up, then she injected me some medication to numb me so that I cannot feel pain while she's stitching me. At this point, of course, once you push the baby out, like that's the end of contractions and labor phase, like it's just automatic, it ends. So she injected me this medicine, I got numb. Now she started sewing me. As she was sewing, since I was numb, I could not feel the pain, but I could just feel like I could feel the movement she was making with the sewing. She was sewing, tying, sewing, tying, sewing, tying. She did that. Then I think at some point she was not able to really see clearly what she was doing, so she called a colleague. This was a female. She called a male colleague to come and just confirm that everything is fine, she stitched well, and just to finish up on where she had left to ensure that I won't be bleeding from that part. So this male colleague came, he sewed me up and finished. That was it. After that, the lady gave me a pad to wear, and told me after a few minutes go to the washroom for a short call, and you're gonna get to see if you're bleeding a lot or it's just a little, and also if you're getting clots. Yeah, so I did that. I was okay, everything was fine, sharp. I was taken to the maternity ward with the baby. So in the maternity ward now, I've already been stitched, everything, I'm bleeding but not so much. Now sitting, I feel kind of painful, and then you know these Kenyatta beds, they're so high. Trying to climb on the bed it was also a bit hurting. Now my worry was I could manage the pain, because I was walking very slowly, I did not have much to do, so I knew I'm gonna get well eventually. So now, something I was really wishing for, I did not want to go for a long call in Kenyatta National Hospital. I didn't want to go for a long call in the hospital. I just wanted to go for a long call at home, and I was really hoping that I don't feel the urge to go for a long call because I don't know what to expect. I don't know if I'll feel pain passing the stool. I don't know if I'll be constipated. I don't really know what to expect. So God was faithful. I delivered on Thursday morning. Friday I was discharged. I came home. Saturday, Sunday, no long call, just short calls. On Monday now I felt I had to go for a long call. My friend, I had to call myself for a meeting and just pray that I'm not gonna feel pain. I'm like, it's just gonna be okay. So I go to the washroom, and apparently it wasn't so bad, so painful, but I was kind of constipated. And then now trying to push, when you're pushing, it's like the what I want to use a nice word. The what you're removing is like it slides against where the stitch is, you know. So I'm like, kai, slide. Will it like tamper with it, or what happens? Because after they tied me, there was also some loose hanging of threads. You know, they couldn't cut it kabisa. There was some loose hanging thread. So I was afraid, even if I get to wipe myself, that I may pull that thing and hey, back to the hospital. So I was really scared. Yeah, and they tell you you're gonna get well after 6 weeks. You give yourself 6 weeks to heal. How I was not feeling like I'm gonna get to 6 weeks. I was like, when will 6 weeks ever reach? You know, because it was kind of uncomfortable, and I'm not used to breastfeeding while lying down. Like, this is something very new. I have to sit down while breastfeeding, and sitting down you feel pain. So it was all just a roller coaster. Yeah. So once the bleeding reduced, that was like 2 weeks later. It was reducing. I used to hear you need to, sit in hot salty water, or you can use this new technology, sits bath. I don't know how it looks like, but apparently use it and spray water on yourself while in the washroom. So since I did not have that sits bath, I was like, I'm gonna get this hot and salt water and sit in it and just feel how it's gonna feel. So I boil my water, put salt, and then to remove everything, just go and pee to make sure I'm not gonna like bleed in the water. You get it? And then I put in a basin, then I just sit in the basin. That was the most beautiful feeling ever. Like, I could sit there for even almost an hour. If the water is getting cold, I add more hot water. I add more hot water. Like, oh my goodness, that is just, it was just so relieving. So I used to do this almost every day. Put hot water, sit in it there for like an hour, and when I get up, I feel relieved. And with time, I was healing. I was feeling well. I was feeling well until one day I just wake up and I'm like, wait a minute, where did the pain go? There's no more pain. Where did the pain go? But before that, when I was sitting in this salty water, you remember the the hanging thread? Sometimes when I get out of the water, I could see like it has fallen off. You know, it has fallen off, and eventually the whole of it just fell off. So one day I just woke up and I'm like, there's no pain. Actually, I'm fine. I'm feeling good. And I think we were just entering the 5th week. I've never been so excited. I was like, wow, it is amazing. It's just amazing how the female body gets to do all this and just heals eventually. And people do this so many times. You get one baby, you get the next and the next and the next, you even get 5 children. Normal delivery. My mom had 4 children, normal delivery. Wow. Igwe. Igwe to women who have many children. So yeah, that's how I got to heal. I just used the salt water and hot water, hot salty water. I used to sit on it almost every day until I got well. And of course I tried to, if I'm done breastfeeding, I get to lie down so that I don't sit so much and apply pressure on that area. But yeah, by the 6th week I was fine. I felt good. So I don't know how other people get um, to heal, or the ways they use to heal in their areas, in their private areas after that. You can share and let us know. But for me, that's really what I used to do every day, and I used to feel relieved, and it works. Yeah. So that is it. Share your thoughts. If you like this video, hit the like button, and of course subscribe to the channel. I shall see you in the next one. I hope you've been able to get something from this video as a mom, or someone who is curious just to know what I wanted to talk about on Motherhood Mondays. So till the next one, see you guys. Bye.